Okay, I think we are live here. So I'm screwed this all up when we set this up since this is our very first live to YouTube stream. It's actually kind of more of a trial and error for us than an actual official live hubcast doing this method. As you can see, we've got some really cool graphics right clear around here. This little box that I live in right now. So we're using some new software here. We're also using it where you don't have to obviously log in, and you should be able to chat with me somewhere over there, maybe, or there. I don't know which side I'm actually on. So if you can, feel free to chat. I see it's probably Megan that's in here right now because we really didn't advertise this a whole lot, just because I wasn't sure how it's going to go. And I'm glad I didn't because I've already messed it up. Instead of using, we got this really high end streaming third party software that pushes everything to YouTube. And excuse me, when I set this up, I set it up completely wrong, right? I set it up using like a webcam versus a streaming software. And that's where we're kind of half using this software right now. So yeah, it's just yeah, a weird state that it's going in. So yeah, and I can't even Megan, and just so you guys know who Megan is, she's works here at Cyber Social Hub as well, and she's the beside behind the scenes guru that makes a lot of this stuff happen. And I can't see the chat come in here into the software, but I can see it. I'm monitoring over on this side YouTube as well, so I can see it there. So that makes me really happy. So very cool. I don't know what this thing is counting down, or I think it's been how long I've been live. I'm looking at a couple different things that getting used to it. But the main reason I wanted to do this cast was number one, to work through any quirks and bugs that we have in the software, which you're experiencing because we're experiencing it now as well. At least you can hear me, and everything's working okay. Let's see if these lower thirds work, and hopefully that comes across like normal for everyone, and you can see it there. Again, my name is Kevin DeLong. I don't think I introduced myself. I'm the founder of Cyber Social Hub. A little bit about my background, so you guys have an understanding of why I started Cyber Social Hub. It's been 2 years now, and we just really this year started promoting it pretty hard, just to get people involved. And I was a digital investigator. I did digital forensics. We did online investigations, and I even posed as the 14-year-old girl online, in chat investigations way back when Yahoo Groups was a thing. If I'm dating myself a bit, um, but yeah, so it's really been a fun ride. I left law enforcement full time. I still keep my commission back in when was that? 2012. Um, and I went to work for a private sector, right, and help run their product and some of their training stuff over there. And then in the end of 2016 is when I started. this company. So, and that's where we're at. And what I want to do is a way to give back to digital investigators. And kind of the largest issue that I had with digital investigations was, man, I'm kind of out here all by myself. I wasn't at this massive city police department where you had unlimited resources. Of course, I don't know any police department that has unlimited resources. Um, but it was staying in contact with people, and there was organizations out there that did that, but, it was once a quarter you would, get together, and kind of know people, and you weren't really comfortable asking people questions. It was just awkward. And that's really where Cyber Social Hub came from. It was a place that you could reach out at any point, and hopefully get a hold of someone in the industry, and, uh kind of solve your problem that you're having. Whether it's be, hey, how do I pull data out of this weird IoT device? Or, where would I find information on, property ownership, whatever it might be. If you can find data somewhere, hopefully someone in Cyber Social Hub can help you. And I wanted to bring in all aspects of essentially, investigations without getting too broad, right? Because everything really is around, for the most part, digital anymore. If there's not a digital component into your investigation, be it law enforcement, or you're doing corporate, or some type of military intelligence, if there's some type of digital evidence, you're doing pretty well because it seems to be everywhere now. Um, and I wanted to bring together all of those folks, not just the digital forensic examiners, although that's Cyber Social Hub is really heavy digital forensic examiners. But I also wanted to bring in OSINT folks, where those guys are really high speed, low drag when it comes to finding information across the internet and being able to cultivate data. Really good at that. And then there's that other side, which is the e-discovery side of preparing stuff for go to court. What data do you need? What's discoverable? What's not discoverable? I mean, there's all those components that I'd like to bring in to Cyber Social Hub, and we're getting there. We're up to over 1,400 members now, which is crazy because just in June, which at the time of this, where today's the 12th of November, 2021, and just back in June of this year, we had, I think it was just under, right around 600 members, something like that. Yeah, I think it was right in that area. And now we're up to 14, which is crazy to me that we've caught on so much, which is great. I absolutely love it. But what I want to do is kind of walk through Cyber Social Hub and show you the different areas. Now, it's always changing and it's always evolving. So there's no guarantee that things that I'm about to show you are going to end up in the exact same place that they are right now. But let's go for it and take a look here. Let me see if this transition works. Hey, look, it did. I'm down here in a little window. Awesome. This looks great. Okay, so right here is the main part of the hub feed. When you first log in, now you do have to be logged in to see any of the hub feed. We give access to a lot of things where you don't have to be a member. If you're not comfortable giving an email, first name, last name, you absolutely don't have to. But you lose access to everything that you see basically in this blue menu, right? You guys won't see this blue menu over here on the left hand side. You'll lose that, and you lose obviously any of the main chat feeds and stuff that goes on right here. It kind of looks like any modern social media platform. There, we have our sponsors, so we do have those over the side because the servers do cost a considerable amount of money to run every month. So the sponsors, awesome as they are, help out with those costs to make sure these servers stay running and that we still have the reach to help you guys out there. Um, so what we're looking at here is the main hub feed, right? It's right here. And it's going to show all the feed as it goes down. Now, if you notice here, you're also going to see like, not to call Lori out, but I'm calling Lori out here. You'll see that, she posted in this group called OSINT. A lot of the groups will also post within the main feed. So you guys can see what's going on in here. And I'll talk about groups here in just a minute. It's just kind of a way to really narrow down what you want to talk about to an individual group. And you can see that I was posting some stuff in here as well. And we just did Truxton did a webinar. What was that? Yesterday, 2 days ago now, and that went off pretty well. And we throw stuff in here like this just to keep you guys up to date and informed. And occasionally, here, hang on, I'm going to show you this. You know, I hear a lot of guys say sometimes that, oh, we hate ads, this and this, but you know, um, I don't see them as such. This is really informative, like Monolith here. These come in, I think it's not too often. This was the first one in the feed, and you see how much we went through of the feed. I don't put ads in there too often, but again, it's just to keep you guys up to date on the latest trends of what's happening in the industry, and how the vendors are what they're working on. So you're aware in your investigation, so you have access to these resources. And that's what you see down here along the right hand side too, are all of the vendors. And of course, you see the recently active members right there as well. So that's pretty cool. And this does update and change as people log in and out. There's Megan right there, and there's me, and there's Nicole, Matt from Monolith. Speaking of Monolith, right there, Yuri from Belkasoft. So there's a few in here that you can see that have been in here just recently, or they may be in live right now into the hub. It doesn't show whether someone's active or not there. But I'm going to switch tabs here. I'm going to show you this piece that we're considering making this your main page as you log in. It's essentially just your personalized dashboard. And it just shows, hey, and it welcomes you to the hub here, and it lets you know if your profile's complete or not, which obviously mine all is. And we don't have a whole lot. There's just some profile information, photo and cover photo. And if this is showing like 70 or 80%, then you can just say, hey, edit my profile, and it'll take you there. Now, we've also highlighted just kind of the main big areas here in Cyber Social Hub. If you want to go right to the hub feed where I just was, that tab before you click here, the social groups, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, it'll take you there. Events. So events, again, I'm going to show you this, but we try to stay up to date on what the latest things are and what's happening in digital investigations, and post those events in our calendar, whether it be webinars, whether it be actual conferences somewhere, courses, whatever it is. We try to keep up to date. It's a lot of information, and there's some other sites out there that's doing a really good job of it as well. And then like Hubcast, like you're seeing right now. Again, this will take you to that site. We do have a page that this is dedicated to in the hub, and I'm going to show you that too as well. Then as you go down here through, small banner ad right here. Yeah, thanks for Parabin for that. And then it shows you all of the community articles. So this is submitted either by vendors or members of the hub, of something they've written or research that they're doing, that you can go through and read any of these items and what day that we posted them up here. So you can go and do that. And then you get this industry news feed. Now this is right here is just an RSS feed, essentially here. And it goes down and pulls the latest information. We'll talk about that too. So and I'm just curious if you guys make comments below on this. Is that, would you mind this being the actual page you see when you first come on? And that way you can go anywhere you want, or you want to be taken directly when you log into this page right here, which is the main hub feed. Yeah, just make some comments below if you have an opinion about that. But another section that I added in here and we thought was a good idea. Again, everything that we do is in mindset of the digital examiner or the digital investigator. It's like, well, what would I want coming to a website? And I'm trying to think of my day sitting in a lab, right? And well, of course, that was jobs, right? How do I get out of this particular lab and move on to the other? I can't complain. Where I worked as an officer was phenomenal. They treated me great. So no complaints there. It's really just a joke. But you could go in here and look. And so we have the latest jobs, and that's again over here on the jobs board. And you can scroll through. Again, this is connected to a couple different services and feeds. So you can come through here and look. And also if you're a member, like right here, Microsoft posted this investigative position, and they actually posted it right here. This did not come from the feed. it came from someone from Microsoft actually coming into Cyber Social Hub and posting this job. So you can't actually, if you're looking for, if you own a business and you're looking for staff or looking for an examiner or a digital investigator, you can actually submit a job right here and post it up. We do review everything before we allow it to post, just because it's the internet, right? Crazy things can happen. So we kind of limit that down a little bit. But yeah, no, feel free to post. You can actually search for keywords. We're probably going to extend this a little bit. We do have some cybersecurity and OSINT in here and digital forensic examiners. I want to expand that just a smidge. That way, if there's something slightly outside of those, because all of this is a lot of crossover when you see some of this stuff posted. It's crossed over a lot, and that's where digital investigations is obviously going, is just a lot of crossover. So we tried to accommodate that here for in the jobs. But next thing that I want to talk about here is very specific groups, right? That you may want to uh, get involved with, and that's right over here. Again, groups. You do have to be a member to see again anything that I'm going through right currently right here, and that's groups. So let me show groups to you. It's right here. So you can see all of these groups. Now, some of these groups that I can see because I'm obviously logged in as an administrator to this service. So some of these things you'll be able to see, some of them you won't be able to see. Like I think like um goodness, I don't even know which one it might be off the top of my head. I think there's some private group. Yeah, like this ONU digital forensics group. This is the college that I teach at um, once a quarter, and that's where the students go in and we communicate back and forth all within the hub. So it makes it really nice. And there's a few other private hidden groups in here. Um, so you can go in and join any one of these at a subject that you might be interested in. You can also create your own. So if you want to moderate, I did say moderate because it is a lot of work to keep track of these things. And occasionally we get a bot that comes in, makes it in somehow, and creates a group. And we have to quickly get rid of those. So if you see those, let me know, and we'll get rid of them. But you can join any one of these. I'm going to use computer forensics here as an example. Obviously, it shows me as an organizer. And if you guys want to take over organization of any of these groups, please let me know. I am happy to turn them over because they are a lot of work. Again, I wanted to make this a community by digital investigators. And so I'm happy to turn over pieces of it to the community. I just wanted to get the wheels rolling and get everything moving in here. So you can go in here and see all the latest posts, all the latest activity, when people are talking about stuff, so on and so forth. That's all in these individual group pieces that you see here. So let's go back out to all the groups and you can see them here. Some of these groups do require acceptance, like you see some vendors that are in here, like ArcPoint Forensics. They're a big sponsor in the hub. Thank you very much. Belkasoft Parabon also down here, and you can request membership into these. And the reason we set it that way is that way these actually don't broadcast into the main feed, so you're not seeing things that they're talking about software specific. We thought that was best to kind of keep down the noise just a little bit in it. It's not that it's noise, it's just that chat feed can get really overwhelming at times. This one here at law enforcement, you do have to apply to be that. I am way behind getting people in that thing. So I apologize if you requested to go into law enforcement and you haven't heard anything or been accepted in, 100% my fault. I do pick up the phone, everyone that gets into that group, and I verify that they're employed and currently employed at a law enforcement agency. Um, so it's just taking a long time because it takes a little bit to get that done. So that's really the groups there, and there's a lot more you can do in groups. I'm not going to get into it, but interact. You can send messages back and forth to the groups. It's great. I wish something like this existed when I was an examiner full time because you can really get in contact with other folks out there. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the members. So it's this one right here. You can see all the members in here. Currently, there are 1,410. That's freaking awesome. That's pretty amazing considering where we started at just the beginning of this year. And now, a few months later, we're up to 1410. And I see Greg. It looks like Greg might actually be on here. So hi, Greg, if you're there. And you can see I'm logged in. Obviously, I have a green little dot up here. And you can kind of just scroll through and see all the members that's in here. And if you're interested, you can just keep right on going. If you don't want to see it this way, we make it list view as well, and we can follow or not follow. And right now, this isn't a big thing. The following, even though it could be. Right now, you see everyone's posts. I don't have it like on some social media, you can't see everyone's posts or they're suppressed or whatever it is. We let you see the whole stream, everything, just because it's easier that way. And we don't have a really large membership compared to the massive global social media platforms that are out there. So that's really the members. You can go through, and I'm just going to select Megan here, just because I know she's kind of in the background lurking right now, and her awesome Star Wars cover picture there, which you can edit. Everyone can change these however they like. You can see I'm connected to her. I could request friendship. I could just follow her or send her a private message. They do have private messaging within the hub. Not only does it send messages within the hub, but it'll send you an email that you had signed up for to let you know that somebody had sent a message to you. So this just gives you all of the information there about that person. All right, so let's move over to the stuff that. Oh, one more thing here. I forgot to click sponsors right here. So I'm just going to do that from this page, and we'll cruise to it. So there's all of the sponsors. If you guys want to know a little bit about the sponsors, make sure you visit this page and check them out. They will keep you up to date on the latest stuff that's out there. So thanks to, again, all the sponsors. We couldn't really have this site without you guys. So it's really appreciated. All the folks that are contributing to this. And oh yeah, big shout out to DFIR training, Brett over there. He's given us some shout outs, and to which I don't have in here yet is DFIR Diva. Thank you again. You guys have really helped us out and gave us support, and we want to send the love right back to you. So appreciate it. Also, let's go up here to the top now. How we have this organized currently, I do say currently because it could change. It's possible. Is the DFIR hacks, right? It's really kind of just, hey, all the information that you want. How do we do this within a digital investigation? How do we do that? Well, I just put all the articles, webinars, and podcasts. Now, some of these I haven't keep up to date on, and I apologize to the folks over at Cyber Pro Podcast and Cyber Smart. It's a lot of work running a site this size. It was a little bit more than I anticipated. So I'm going to do my best to get you guys up to date on the latest ones out there. But there are links to their primary YouTube pages where you can still follow them. But like if we go here to the Hubcast one, which I'll show you in just a minute, it's actually broadcasting me right now currently. So when I flip over there, you'll see it. But let's go to the articles and take a look at that first. So here you're going to see all the latest articles posted by, it could be contributing author, it could be a sponsor, could be vendors, whatever it may be, you're going to find in here. Now, these are written specifically for Cyber Social Hub, or they have been posted to the vendor site and they just submitted them into us for content for you guys so you can see them and get the latest tips and stuff. Now, we try our best, and we know vendors here are here to obviously help us out and to get customers, right? I mean, that makes sense. But always kind of the advice I always give the vendors is solve a problem, and hopefully they're going to do that for you, right? And that's the main goal for that. And I know that's their end goal is to solve those problems for you. So here you can see, these just went up. This one just went up, looks like today. Yeah, it did. So jailbreaking iOS devices for testing. So you can click on that and it will take you right into that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have not seen this particular one since it went up today. And we can just kind of scroll through here and read all about this stuff and everything that we need to know about there. It really looks like a pretty in-depth article. That's great that it's in there. So yeah, so go there again, DFIR hacks, and it's in articles. So the next thing I want to take you into is we do a lot of webinars. I'm really big on the video side of things. Hence is why we're starting the YouTube things. We were doing this strictly where you had to sign up, give a your name, your email address, sign up, attend it like a webinar. And I'm like, well, it kind of defeats the purpose of cyber, the social part of the hub. So that's why we've opened this up now, and we're just broadcasting out like this because of that. But however, we do keep every webinar that we've done, and there's a few more that I think we may have them all in here. I don't know. I'm not monitoring the chat right now. I'm flipped away from it currently, so I'm sure Megan has got most of these things up here. But you can see all of the stuff that's in here, like Monolith Forensics has put up stuff about some record case storage, things of that nature. And Parabin's thrown up a couple webinars in here, and we might have a few more that hide down here. BTO's got one, Belkasoft's got another. So, and I know we have some more coming on the way. We're constantly doing webinars, just because I would rather. Let's just face it. I'm lazy when it comes to reading. I really am. My audiobooks, I don't even read books anymore. I listen to audiobooks on Audible, just because that's the way I prefer to gain information. It's usually when I'm driving or when I'm out mowing. And this time of year, obviously it's fall. I'm out picking a bazillion leaves up out of the yard nearly daily. So I just pop on some headphones and listen that way. But there's some good webinars right here that you can go and learn some awesome tips and tricks. We're still building. It's still building. It's going to take a little bit to build some content up, but we hope you guys hang out and get some information from it. So what is this? This is actually the webinars, right? Yeah. All right. So this is the Hubcast. This is when I click here, this is probably going to show you what I got right here. Yeah. It's a weird version of me. It's going to go infinity here. Infinity. Oh, and it's really delayed, like back all the way up. You're going to see it, the delays that happen. Yeah. And it's all Megan there. Yeah. Oh, Megan says, nope, there's more to add. Okay, I can see your chat now. So this is kind of the webinars page. And if I scroll through this page, obviously the live one, we're always trying to broadcast at the top of this page. That's going on right now. And obviously you can see it's broadcasting right within the hub. You don't have to go to YouTube to watch it. You can watch right here, and you can make your chats right here. And I'll just say hi, and you can do that and see that as it used to happen in the mirrors. Yeah. And then we're going to post all of our past hubcasts down here. Now, this is kind of ugly already. I did this really quick because I knew we were going live today. I want to make sure this was all done. We need to find a better way to organize this. This is a little bit chaotic in here, but these are a lot of the hubcasts that we've already done. And just keeping them organized is a bit challenging here, and it needs to look a little bit prettier. Those are kind of stacked all in there, but we'll get there. But there's that. Let me show you the news feed, which is in here as well. It's this one. So what we do is we kind of watch all the big industry sites, right? And pull in some of the interesting stories from that. Sometimes it's relevant to us. Most times it is. Sometimes you get the occasional weird thing. It is an AI thing that it's using to try to determine whether it's a relevant story or not. I really don't like to use the term AI for that. It's key terms, keywords, and combination of words. It's not really AI. If that's AI, then criminy, whatever. But you can see here that, most of this stuff is even from today. Yeah. That went out and pulled some stuff out, and you can go and click on any one of these and read it. It updates. I can't remember. I think it's every hour. I think it goes out and checks to see what's across the web, and then pulls it all in for us. And automatically posts it here for us. It makes our job a lot easier that we had some some automation actually in the process. It makes it really nice in there. And then over here, finally, we have these events. Now we have events down where you can just see, hey, I just want to see training, or maybe I just want to see all the events right here. So I'm just going to show you all of the events here. And obviously you can see that, hey, this is going on right now. So it's this one. And this is about investigation community. Really, it's about the hub and bringing us all in as community, because what I'm doing is we're actually starting a hub cast series, which this is kind of the kickoff / test that we could actually broadcast out to YouTube without screwing it up too badly, was about community and the importance of community with any type of investigation that you're doing, where you can reach out to somebody. It's like, hey, what class is awesome. I need to pick something up on mobile. I'm a new examiner, and oh, lo and behold, look over here. There's a class on mobile. Hopefully, that will help you out. Or you can ask as well within the community. Hey, is there any classes that you guys would recommend for that? And someone might have had a great experience at one, and someone may not have had a great experience at one. And we want that type of feedback as well too. Um, and that way, it helps whoever is putting on the course to help them make the course better, and it gives also the members of Cyber Social Hub, like, okay, hey, maybe we gotta wait till they fix that course, or maybe it's a phenomenal course. And it's like, yes, this is the one you absolutely have to go to. And actually, I think if I go down here to the hub feed, yeah. So like Lori, just to give an example here, was asking about Cynthia Hetherington here. And here is, has anyone taken her Dakota University OSINT Academy courses? Well, I've known Cynthia a couple years now, and I know the stuff that she does is just top notch. It's hard to find. There's a few other good OSINT instructors out there, but man, the stuff that she does is just golden, and I would always highly recommend that. So I gave my 2 cents to this. I haven't taken that course myself, but I've seen her teach, and I know the content that she does is phenomenal, and it's usually always spot on. So yeah, I went ahead and recommended it to Lori here. So yeah, you can, and that's the kind of thing I'm talking about is, asking that advice, and hopefully somebody will interject and give it. But and I know a lot of people within Cyber Social Hub are in law enforcement or law enforcement support or some federal agency that are here, and they're not the most social people in the world. I can say that because I was there for a number of years, and but we're hoping to pull them out of their shell, make it a little bit more interactive, right? We're really trying to do that, where it's not just the same people chatting over and over again. And I think that will come. It just takes people some time to get used to the social aspect of things that are out there. So that's really sums up Cyber Social Hub. Really, we're adding a bunch of new sections. We got some pretty awesome stuff planned that I can't talk about yet. This was the first thing, was getting it launched with the hubcasts and pushing them out to uh, YouTube here, like we're doing. Also coming up, and I don't have a flyer on this. Hang on, it might be in our events. Let me run over there and look really quick. We have Cyber Social Con coming up. So you say, what is Cyber Social Con? So Cyber Social Con is our own. Yep, here it is. I'm going to switch back to that view right there. So what Cyber Social Con is our own conference. It's a virtual online event. It's absolutely free. Did I say free? It's absolutely free there. So for you to come and watch a bunch of great speakers. So here's kind of what the lineup is that we have. Some of these are listed as TBA, but I can go ahead and give me 1 second, and I will read who's actually in the TBAs, because I completely forgot um, to do this. So let me move this. Hold on. I know you won't be able to see this. Give me 1 second. There we go. Um, I'm quickly running down through my own notes in order to find who our speakers are in here, and I will make sure this gets filled out as soon as I get done. That is completely my fault. I updated them in my internal notes because I'm the one kind of tracking all of this stuff, and I forgot to put them in here. So for the first day, I'm running a panel, right? From and these are Eastern times, by the way. So Eastern United States. So from 11 to 12, just before lunch, I got a panel on there, and the panel, I think so far, is Datigo, Latent Wireless, and Ace Computers. So those are the three, and we're going to talk about some of the branching skills of a digital investigator, and where are digital investigations going, and what these panelists think is going to be the next skill set needed for a digital investigator. I'm really looking forward to that. It says I'm the speaker here. I'm just kind of moderating, asking the questions of those awesome folks that are going to be on that panel. We got Matt Danner coming up at 1 o'clock that day. So we try to put an hour in between each of these, just to give you guys a break to go actually get some work done because we know how it is. You're going to be probably in the office and trying to attend this thing. Um, and anyway, you'll still be able to view it. And there'll be a replay of it too if you can't make it these days. This is set again for, I don't think, did I say the days? December 14th through the 16th. We got a full 3 days, but again, it's only like 3 talks per day, so it's not terrible. So the 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. right here, we have our friends over at Arc Point. They're going to show you some awesome things with some of the tools that they have out. And I don't know if I have their topic yet or not, but I will get all of that stuff posted in here. Again, I feel terrible that I didn't have it before this. I didn't intend to cover this as part of this upcast, but I just kind of did. So right at 11 o'clock, I know Amber Schroeder from Parabon, she just sent all of her stuff over. So we'll get this posted up in there. And yep, here's what's coming up at 1 o'clock. Cynthia Hetherington. I mentioned Cynthia and some of her OSINT stuff. She's going to be talking about advanced social media investigations. So that's going to be kind of cool. I'm definitely going to be watching that. Down here from 3 to 4, we have set for ZecOps. So someone from ZecOps is going to be showing up and chatting. If you're not familiar with who ZecOps are, they're a sponsor here within the hub. And if you heard of like the Pegasus malware and stuff that was on iPhone, some of that crazy stuff that was going on, uh, they're the ones that were able to detect it, right, and be able to find it and let folks know if malware was present on an iOS device, which I didn't even know. I mean, I'm a digital forensic guy. I didn't even know it could be that easily infected with iOS, but apparently it could be just a text message sent. Insane. Those guys were the ones able to do that, and that's going to be ZecOps are going to be handling that. And then Thursday, right here, we got Xtero, or AKA Access Data. You guys probably know them as Xtero acquired Access Data. I don't remember when it was, but they're still pushing the digital forensics really hard. FTK still out there. FTK Imager still out there. And a friend of mine, good friend of mine, Justin Tolman, is going to be speaking at this event on Thursday. The importance of going beyond the button, which I absolutely love these kind of talks. I like to get down and to figure out, hey, what's the tool really doing, or what any tool is doing when it's looking at this raw data, is because I think that's important in order for investigators to know, okay, how's this really laid out? And then what we have down here is down at 1 o'clock, which I will get in here, is Silent Signals. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Mike Rago or Chet Hosmer from Silent Signals. I don't know if we've determined that or not. But one of those guys are going to be chatting, maybe both. That'd be awesome if we could get both in there for that. And then at 3 o'clock, it's going to be MSAB. So Microsystemations is going to be in there, I've been talking to them back and forth, and hopefully we'll get a topic up later today on that. But that's really exciting that MSA is going to be here. I think the lineup is great. It's a good mix of forensics, of fake news type stuff is what Silent Signals likes to talk about, detecting that type of thing. Standard digital forensics and OSINT. It's a good mix, and it's all 100% free to you guys. All you got to do is just sign up and show up, or watch it in the replay. It's entirely up to you how you want to watch it out there. So that's it. That's really the gist of what I wanted to cover. And we're down to about 38 minutes. That's pretty good for me talking nonstop. Can you tell I was a radio DJ like in a former life? I can just keep right on talking forever. I'm gonna flip over here to the stream to see what's happening. Oh yeah, Megan says she's gonna ask those or add those things to the thing, but that's completely my fault, Megan. It's not yours. All right. So I am going to close out this very first YouTube live broadcast out for Cyber Social Hub. And from this point on, we should have a guest almost every week. Our plans are to do this every Friday at 2 Eastern. That's the plan. Now, those of you who've run a podcast or a broadcast ever before knows how the challenges of keeping that going and to making sure someone's there every week. If not, if we skip a week, it's okay. We'll be back the following week, but things happen and people get busy. People have to cancel. But until then, we're glad that this thing worked without any major hitches. It could have gone a little bit better, with some of the technical stuff, but I don't think you guys saw any of that. But until then, we will see you guys next Friday at 2 o'clock for a new Hubcast. Till then, guys, take care. We'll see you.